Hey everybody, welcome to my new video and my next chat about uh, episode 3 of Nitan Pandao, or A Tale of a Thousand Stars. Let's get into the plot of the episode first, and then we will talk about my favorite quotes, and then I'll give you my thoughts throughout it of what I think about it. So, as always, if you would like to join my conversation, leave me a comment in the chat as well as give me a like. Alright, so in today's episode, it started with us seeing how Tien found out that he was sick. He was playing tennis with his friend Tun. They were making a plan to go to the United States, and then he passes out. He finds out he has a virus, and he's got to get a new heart. He doesn't have too long that he can live with his heart, but he's got to wait till they can find him a new one. Then that was a flashback that they had, and then they go to back to his life with the village. He is taking a walk with Pupa to go and see Jonah, who is a village shaman. On the way over, Pupa randomly stops and saves a snail and tells him to watch for the living things in the village and not be destructive of them. So this is a kind of cool insight into who Pupa is and what he likes to do. And so then they go, once they see the shaman gives him kind of like a palm reading and says that it looks like he's living two people's lives, and it kind of makes him feel guilty since he has Torfan's heart in him and he hasn't told anybody, so he's kind of wondering what people think about that. And then we go back to the kid who was drowning. And the doctor wants to give him some pills so that he can get better, and he won't take them. But then Tien steps up and tells him, well, hey, you know what? I take pills too. And if you take pills, it'll mean you're a big man, like a strong man or whatever. And so he agrees to take the pills and can get better. The next scene, we have Tien at the school, and unfortunately nobody showed up. And he's kind of feeling sad. He knows it's because of the kid that almost drowned, and he doesn't know what to do. So since they're not coming back, Pupa comes in and he asks him, he tells them like nobody's here, and his Pupa's like, all right, well, what are you gonna do? Go home? And Tien's like, I already told you I'm not going home. And he's like, well, then what are you gonna do about it? And so he decides to go out and help. So he goes to all of the students from the school and helps them out with their chores that their family's doing, and then one by one they start coming back, except for there's one that's not coming back to school yet, and so he goes to find him and his sister, and they say, well, he's out collecting the tea leaves. So they go to collect the tea leaves. He goes to see what's going on. He finds some people selling tea leaves and figures out that they're scamming the village and cheating them and telling them that they're buying less than what they actually are. And since the people haven't really had a lot of experience with what kilograms and stuff are, they don't know it. And so he tells the people that they've got to stop cheating the villagers, and he ends up getting in a fight with them. And then Pupa has to come save him, and then they have a talk, and Pupa tells him off for going about doing things the wrong way. He said it's like, surely, like someone smart like you can do something better than this. You can find a better way to help him out. Then Pupa comes, takes him home, and then comes later on and says that he's coming to give him some medicine, and then he's like, all right, fine, you can leave, I'm fine now. But then Pupa reminds him that he just got in a fight with some man, and they might come attack him, so Pupa stays with him to keep him safe. Then Tien, in the morning, wakes up and finds that Pupa has gotten some breakfast, and he eats it all. And then Pupa comes and says, "Well, you're gonna give me any?" And then Tien tells him to sacrifice. Says, "You do it all the time as a soul. What you're doing right here." And so Pupa gives Tien all of the breakfast food, and then he goes in to get his clothes, but apparently he's been there just long enough for all of his clothes to be dirty. And so he needs to wash them, so Pupa gives him a shirt, and he wears one of his shirts. They go to the village leader to get some cleaning supplies so he can clean his clothes. And then they go to a river, and he washes his clothes. Pupa lets him fall in the water, and then leaves him soaking wet. Once he gets back to the village leader gives him his son's clothes. And tells him to come meet him later because he has something to talk to him about. So then Rang, who's one of the other friends in the village, comes to tell him, let's go downtown. He starts walking. When he gets to the village, they've planned a surprise welcoming for him, and they're welcoming him officially to the village. While he's there, he meets the village leader's son, Long Tae, and then Pupa takes him home and finds out that he's had a surgery. And that was the basic summary of what's happened in this episode. So some of the quotes that I really liked from this episode were there's like kind of a little conversation when the students weren't there that Tien and Pupa have with each other. So I'll say that really quick. So first, Tien said, "Why is it so hard to be a good teacher?" And then Pupa responds, "What is a good teacher?" And then Tien says, "A teacher who can make his students understand." And then Pupa replies, "So what if they understand but can't use it? Is that still a good teacher?" And then Tien says, "Fine, well then what do you say makes a good teacher?" And then Pupa replies, "You." He says, "Teach in your own style. Don't compare yourself to anyone. These kids don't need just to know don't need to know something just to take a test. They just want to learn from you." So I thought that was pretty cool. It was a nice pick me up for a down teacher, and so I liked it. Then some other cool quotes that we have from Pupa is, he says, "A wise guy like you can find another way to help than resorting to violence." And that was when he got in the fight over the tea leaves. And then also Pupa says when Tien tells him to sacrifice, he said this, and I think it's pretty funny. He says, "I'm not the main character of a movie," meaning like I'm not going to be this awesome person. Like I'm not gonna do that, kind of, or whatever. But then he does, and it's kind of funny, right? And then like he is one of the main characters of the TV show, so for him to say he's not a main character, it's just kind of funny. Pupa then also says, "Where we feel safe and happy, that is home." So he's kind of telling him why he's in the Pupandao village, and why he went there, and how the village has become his home. And then at the end, they have a great little quote. It says, "To win over someone's heart, you must first give them your own." So I thought that was kind of a cool, nice thought from the episode 3. Well, that is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. As always, if you would like to respond and share with me your favorite quotes from the episode or the things that you thought were most important to the plot, add them in the comments section, and I will see you tomorrow or the next day for episode 4. Thank you.